Hello, I'm Ritika Datta. In association with Anchor, where I've had the privilege of working for over a year, I'm honored to pay tribute to the extraordinary changemakers who transformed India's education system and industry, often starting with nothing but conviction and building institutions that will shape billions of lives today. My academic journey began at the University of Calcutta, followed by a master's in translational neuroscience at the University of Würzburg, Germany, with a very enriching research experience as an Erasmus Fellow at Sorbonne University, Paris. Join me as we celebrate the legacy of these remarkable minds and the lasting impact of their contribution to education and industry. At a formal ceremony before the King of England, most Indian royalty arrived dressed in full regal regalia and ceremonial sport. This king showed up in simple clothing, carrying a plain wooden cane, and had already made free education compulsory across his entire state years before British India even considered it. Sayajirao Gaekwad III was born in 1863 into a modest branch of Gaekwad royal family in a Nashik village and unexpectedly adopted onto the throne of Baroda as a teenager in 1875. Tutored extensively by reformist administrator T. Madhava Rao, he assumed full ruling power at 19. Beginning in 1893, Sayaji Rao introduced free and compulsory primary education across Baroda state, expanding it fully by 1906. Nearly 40 years before independent India would attempt anything comparable nationally. Under his reign, the number of schools in Baroda tripled. He opened girls' school and a training college for female teachers as early as 1881, when educating girls was widely considered unnecessary. He founded the Central Library of Baroda in 1931, pioneered India's public library movement and personally funded the education of B.R. Ambedkar broadly, along with banning child marriages and supporting widow remarriage legislation within his state. He also founded the Bank of Baroda in 1908, which remained one of India's largest banks today and laid the groundwork for what became the Maharaja Sayajirao Rao University of Baroda. Baroda's transformation under Sayajirao's reign earned its recognition as a genuine model state, and the institution he founded, from the university to the bank to the public library system, continued operating and shaping Gujarat today. Sayajirao's willingness to implement bold, systemic education reform at the state level decades later, ahead of the surrounding political system, shows how much of a single well resourced, sustained commitment to education can accomplish. At INCure, students build the research foundation that outlasts any single institution. Scientific writing, cheminformatics, data interpretation, with global online conferences connecting them to researchers worldwide. If you're interested to know more, you can contact us at contact@inqrx.com.